Hey guys, Trevor with High Desert Tactical, and I'm going to do a video, kind of a quick one, I don't know, long-winded maybe, I don't know, of what my everyday carry is. And this is actually what I really do everyday carry, so the video before, if you watched it before, obviously was a joke, and hopefully you get my humor. But, so, my everyday carry is basically 4 things, and phone. So this is the HTC Resound, and it's not a very good phone. It drives me nuts, but oh well. Then keys, and I'll go over what's on my keys. So a Columbia River knife. I've had this knife since I was 16. I'll go over that. And then obviously my wallet. And my wallet is just a kind of a money clip wallet. I rarely ever carry cash, so I got some debit cards and ID and whatnot, and that's about it. And so that's basically all I carry in my pockets. So the first thing I'll go over is my keys and text message. And so I don't know about you guys, if you don't, I don't really talk about it very much, but the first part is my remote start and alarm made by AutoPage, and this is the I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, I'll look. It is, hold on, I gotta stand on my chair. It's my C3 RS915. So this is the AutoPage C3. So back to what I was talking about. Like if I haven't really talked about it, I'm an auto tech. It's like I'm a car audio installer, or just some people call us just installers. And so basically all I do is install shit in cars. So pardon my French, but so this is my remote start and two-way alarm. So basically I can start my car. Oh, so she's acknowledged, and my car will start. She's running, and then it'll tell me that it's running right about now. You can tell I do this enough. So now she's running, and it'll say run for a few minutes, and it basically, I have it set to run for 20 minutes, and that puppy will run with my heater on or my air conditioning on, and that's it. And it's got a timer, so there's 19 minutes on the timer. I don't know if you can see that or not, but oh well. So that's that. Hit that one time, and then it'll stop. Engine stop. Been doing it for a while. So, and then the other thing too is, you know, I can lock and unlock it, and it'll tell me if it's locked or unlocked, and then if something happens, it can alert me. And it's got about, it's actually like a mile range, but it claims 2 miles. So I would say, I don't know, 3,000 feet is what it really works up to. I don't know if my footage is right. I think it's 3,000 feet. The mile's like 3,200 feet or something. I don't know, but so that's what I have. That's what I use every day. And then my Honda key, chipped key, sucker's like $200, and I hate it, but oh well. They're not very hard to lose because they're big. And then this is actually my favorite little thing. Is I'm a huge Gerber fan, other than Columbia River knives. I really dig Columbia River knives, and so this is the Curve, and I love this thing. This is my favorite tool, and like there's some things about it that drive me nuts. Like obviously the bottle note opener is kind of a pain in the butt. Originally the Curve had a little ring, little like I don't know, split ring or whatever that went right here, and then that's how you had it, and it's kind of wobbled, and it was really odd. So I took that off, and I just basically run the open end of my Curve through my key ring, and it kind of sits there nice and neat. But I really dig this sucker. I'm always opening like clam packaging for my job, and so this little knife is like just the handiest little knife. It's not the sharpest thing in the world. I mean, it's like super dull, but it opens up clam packaging like none other. And it's also locking, so it's cammed, and it's a cam lock or whatever you call it, which I really dig because that's really handy for me. And then, you know, and it's got your typical like very large standard screwdriver, and then it's got this wannabe kind of Phillips head looking goofy thing with a file. It's got like one grit style file, and then a multi diamond cut grit. And then the thing I do like the most is the little itty bitty tiny screwdriver, and I use that for actually prying apart key fobs when I'm replacing batteries for customers and stuff like that. It's stainless steel, but it's not super stainless, because the one thing about this I noticed is when I was in Seattle for my birthday, Humidity up there is horrendous. Where I live up in the high desert, we're in 3,000 feet and above sea level. We don't have very much humidity at all, like zero. And there was like rust. There's like rust coating. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. It's pretty much impossible to show you that. But there's like rust inside this thing, like just a light dusting of it. And and I haven't been really able to clean it out. Like I could wipe it a little bit, but it's not as stainless as they say it is because it was able to rust a little bit. And maybe that's just also part of it. To think about it is to talk forever again. Is I'm always working around metal shavings and stuff because I do a lot of grinding and modification of metal and stuff for when I'm building brackets and whatnot for satellite radios and amp racks and blah 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 blah. So, but that puppy's on there and that's one of my favorite things. And then my other thing that I'm super proud of is, let me make sure I put this in the right spot. I do have a specific order as well of how these actually go together. My other thing is I have a flash drive on here, and this is for demoing products on my sales floor. It's a 256 megabyte cruiser by SanDisk, which they don't even make the cruisers anymore. This thing's hella beefy. It's straight up metal. Literally, not metal. Look, it's even splitting apart. But this thing still works. Like, I put a little bit of music on it, and that way I can demo how USB works on decks and blah, 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 blah. And then, obviously, like, neighbor's house key, take care of neighbor's house, my house key, and then toolbox key. So there's my keys. You're probably bored by now. Obviously, my wallet. Then, so here's my knife, and I want to talk about this guy a little bit. I've had this knife since I was 17. I bought it right before I left for Alaska. I did basically two seasons in Alaska, and basically I've had this knife ever since. And this is the best knife ever. I don't care what anybody says. It's the Columbia River knife, and I can't remember. Columbia River knife. I can't remember what the T stands for, but it's a CRKT, and it's the high risk environment knife. It's a military style, and this is the M16-12LE. It's made out of stainless steel, AUS 8. And then it has a black titanium nitride coating on it, which is actually like pretty much worn off. What was really neat is it's got the Tonto tip, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if people dig the Tonto. I really don't. But when I bought the knife, it looked cool. And of course, I was 16 years old. And I'm 31 now, so that shows you how long I've had this knife. And this knife has been to hell and back with me. And it works. It's like one of my favorite knives. The only thing about it that I did not like is it's serrated on the back part of the blade, and I don't really care for serration, but it's like a good size. It holds well in my hand. It's got some jimping on the top, just a little bit, not like you're not really gonna get into a lot with this knife, but like I've done a lot of stuff with this knife, cutting line or rope, just basically working my way through boxes. I've been in, other than, working, I've done a lot of jobs. I've worked for log home companies, peeling logs and building them, and then gas stations. I've been doing car audio ever since I could drive, and and this knife has actually done a lot of that with me. The other thing too is it's got this flicker. I don't know what they call this sucker. Flicker, so you could give it a flick. It's not spring loaded or anything, but it's like, I don't know, you could just give it a flick. And then it's got the lock, the cam lock in it. And then another thing that a lot of people talk about is these on cheaper knives, this cam lock actually slides further and further down, and then it actually kind of loses its grip, and it can fall to the side, and then the blade breaks free. Again, I haven't had that problem with this knife, and you can obviously tell. She is used. This knife is just blatantly used. You can obviously tell that she's beat up. So, no joke. You can tell that I've got my money's worth. So if you ever buy one of these, the M16-12LE by Columbia River Knives, it's a great knife. I love it. I might do a little bit more review on it. I'm not a knife expert in any way, so I don't have a lot of room to talk about it, but like, the proof is in the pudding. It's lasted this long, and I haven't lost it, so it must be that good where I have been very cognizant about keeping it alive and keeping it with me. So there's that. And then I've done a bunch of videos on it already, but then on my non-working days, my other everyday carry is my LC9, my Ruger LC9, and then I have a IWB holster made by Tracker Leather, which is a local holster company, and this is a badass holster for the LC9, and Ed, who makes them, who's local in my town, or the town near me, makes them badass. He makes them custom for all kinds of guns, so I do have a video on this holster and a review on it, and I don't know, I've had this holster for quite a while now, and she's definitely like breaking in even more and more, and I love this holster. It's the best investment I've ever had for an in the waistband holster. So, but that's basically my everyday carry, and I hope you enjoyed my original video of what I would like to carry every day. So that's about it. If I haven't talked your ears off anymore, please send me any questions. I don't care if they're personal questions, if I'm married or have kids, or I don't care. I would like my viewers to want to get to know me, all 55 of you. There's not very many of them, so, but I really appreciate every single viewer, and I appreciate all the shout outs I've gotten, and I am going to do a video on some viewer appreciation. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark, and then I'm going to have a 100 subscriber contest and couple appreciation videos, and so that's what I've been working on, and I'll keep you posted on that. It might be a while, it might not, I don't know, but I really appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate the comments, and keep them coming. And so if this is your first time watching, please subscribe, comment, and like. And again, Trevor with High Desert Tactical, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
People like you